everybody. Sorry we're a little
Oh
bit
dear.
late. The silly old studio just got balked.
Yeah.
It's like, we know you guys are leaving.
Don't care
so
anymore. Don't want to work.
I'm just going to sabotage everything that you guys want to do.
Yeah.
Until you leave.
You want to do a live stream? Nah,
Not
I don't.
today.
No.
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 Sorry, pals.
No.
Thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for joining us. Sorry we're a little bit late, but we're excited to be here for what is going to be the last live stream in this very studio.
Ooh. Ooh. Hang on, I need to channel my inner Lawrence. Ooh. It's very exciting times ahead though, because it's not long now.
Yeah.
Not long now at all.
Well, as of next week, we're going to start. We'll be in it. We can start putting stuff together and getting it set up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very exciting. The building work's all done, so we're told.
So we're told. Our competitive correspondent Jinx on the deck is saying that there's some.
Is your microphone turned on, Mr. Beard?
Can you hear me okay, everyone?
I can hear you perfectly.
I mean, you could hear me anyway.
Is it now? Yeah.
Not just the studio sabotaging, it's also me. Sorry. What were we talking
Silly
about?
Beard.
Yes.
Yes. So not long now we'll be moving in. It's all very exciting.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. We'll be moving in. We'll be doing the official building handover.
Yeah.
As of Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday. Very cool. So that will be then the fourth studio, technically, because we started in the kitchen.
We did the kitchen.
Then we did the other room.
It was the spare room.
The spare room.
Then we did the box. The box.
The box of doom.
Gosh,
the box wasn't good.
Yeah,
the box
so
is bad.
If there was so that was the real interim period when we'd moved to Bath.
Yeah.
It was basically just curtains in a spare room.
Yeah, whilst this was being set up.
Hot.
It was a selection of curtains held up by poles, and it was in the midst of summer, and it was warm.
I believe it was poles and magic and hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was holding up those curtains.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah.
And then we've been here, and then we'll be in the brand new place,
big,
which is very exciting.
Proper venue.
Very exciting. We've seen some pictures and videos of it, and it's looking good. And we can't wait to get in, and we can't wait for you guys to come visit as well, because we'll have our event space at some point as well. So yeah, very exciting times ahead, and we look forward to welcoming you into it at some point in the future.
Yes, so it's going to be for those of you that are kind of joining us on this journey, maybe this is your first live stream. Welcome.
Guten Abend.
Abend.
Good afternoon.
Or
Bonjour.
And various other languages of which I do not know.
Yeah. G'day.
G'day is not an extra language, I suppose.
Excuse me. Who else says g'day apart from Australians?
Yeah, you know they speak English, right?
Maybe.
I mean, well, they don't. They speak Australian. It's its own separate entity. We will be moving, and there will be events being run. Not immediately, and you won't just be able to rock up and be like, "Hello, I'd like to come in and play a game, please." We'll be like, "No, we're working. Please come back when
That's
it's
how I
time."
started here.
Yeah, pretty much, yes. So it will be not immediately, but there will be events that will be starting, but it won't just be gaming events.
Oh, no.
It will be painting events.
Yep.
With young Fletcher, who is not here. We realise he's on the thumbnail, but unfortunately, some of you wanted Space Wolves, so it's either Fletcher here or get Space Wolves painted.
Yeah. He be deep within the realms of Borkville, Tennessee. So he is, he's working very hard. They look very good. He's doing some very, very, very good work with the Space Force, so he's busy doing that. James is off today as well. He's doing wedding stuff. And young Lawrence.
He's on the skis. He's on the slopes.
Is in ski land.
He's doing the slopes, yeah. So please don't message him and be like, "Could you do something for me?" He's on holiday. Let the man be on holiday.
Yes.
Let him rest and spend time with his family, please.
But Katie's here on the ones and twos.
Boop, 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 boop. I'm here creeping on chat currently.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor chat.
So we encourage you to ask us nostalgia-filled questions. Any of you old school veterans that have been following us since the dizzying heights of the kitchen, please get in touch and let us know all of your memories of TT lore and history. But we are also going to talk about the main theme of today's not podcast. What is this? A live stream.
Live stream, yes.
Is going to be our predictions for the Warhammer Preview Adepticon next Thursday.
I think it's Wednesday, Thursday morning,
Yeah.
whatever it might be.
Yeah.
How should we do this? Should we do some super chats first?
Well, we've got some super chats.
We've
so
got some built up.
We have a little light behind us here that Katie flashes at
Probably
us.
can't see that.
No.
I don't know why she's doing it as an example.
The magic of cinema. We do have some top tech in this studio. So you just wait till the next
like
one.
a light
Flashing
switch.
lights here. Who knows what will be in the new studio?
I think we should get a Roomba.
They call it a Roomba?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
What, for when super chats come through?
yeah, just a Roomba. Just drives past.
We have a super chat from Texas Sidewinder.
I mean, if you're here,
Said the
Texas
Roomba.
Sidewinder, please say hi. There are a couple that I do want to shout out.
Yes,
So
please do.
Mighty Sasquatch has super chat and said, "Hi guys, today is my birthday. So happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday
Mighty
to
Sasquatch."
you.
Set them off.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Dear Mighty Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Happy birthday to you.
He did have a comment, so I'll put that as well, because it is your birthday, Mighty Sasquatch.
Happy birthday.
If you guys would like GW to cut down all the stratagems, I think, oh yeah, he was wondering if we would like GW to cut down the stratagems. He would, because he plays 4 armies.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You play 4. Get on my level. Yeah, no, 100%. We have made no qualms? No, that's not the right word.
Bones.
No. We have made no, we've not hidden our dislike
We don't like-
of stratagems.
Strategies are fine, but not 4 pages or 5 pages of them.
Great concept, bad execution, not balanced, bin them off.
Yeah.
I would rather, like, what's particularly annoying with the stratagems as well is when there's things like, here's smoke screen. Well, it used to just be a special rule, and now it's suddenly a stratagem. And then there's rules which are now special rules which could have been stratagems,
Yep.
and there's rules like, it's just things like that, and you go, just make it. If you really want to limit it, just make it a once per game thing.
Yeah.
It's not exactly game breaking.
Simple's good. Ninth has got very complicated. What they've done with the World Eater Codex is great.
Yep.
There's some nice things where they're integrating stuff like warlord traits into data sheets, and stratagems are only like a page long. So simple is good. We like simple.
It's accessible, it's easier to play,
Yeah.
and it also puts more onus on the strength of the data sheets and the units themselves, rather than what kind of wombo combo can you do by spending 5 CP in turn 1.
Wombo.
Yeah, wombo combo. Yeah.
Wombo. TM.
Do we want to quickly go through the rest of the super chats that are here right now and then do our predictions?
How many are there?
There
5?
4, 5. There are 5.
Plugged into the
Beard is
plugged
a
into the
wizard.
matrix. We'll do.
We'll do those 5.
Okay.
And then
If there's any more that come in, and please do, we will get to them after we've done our predictions.
And then I'm going to do my prediction first because I
Yes,
think
because your
I'm
prediction
sure it's
is-
right.
I think you got
Yeah,
it.
we think Beard is genuinely a wizard and can see the future. Justin Fowler, hey gang, greetings from the middle of nowhere, America and Nebraska.
Oh.
Just wanted to say I'm excited to hear Beard found a Skaven horde in his car. Any thoughts on when we'll see the Ratty Boys in a match? Much love to you all.
You mean the match that I just finished editing?
Oh, funny you should mention that in your comment there. What's his name?
I scrolled away. I'm
I
very sorry.
scrolled.
Justin Fowler.
Justin Fowler. Yes, I have successfully retrieved
entire army
the
from the
Dragon
book.
Balls and put them all together, and my wish was granted, and now they're back together.
Yes.
Yeah. Annoyingly, in the video, so this woke me up the other night, so I couldn't sleep
Oh.
the other night, and I realised that in the Skaven game, there was several dragons in the faction I was facing.
Yes.
And I mentioned that the Dragon Balls had all been found and brought together to grant my wish. But I should have said that I summoned Shenron, but I didn't, like an idiot. So, forgive me, all the Dragon Ball fans.
Have you seen the, there's one of the, I think it's the Huracan Wind Mage from the Lumineth Realm Lords. It's a wizard that flies around on a cloud.
That's pretty cool.
It's basically Goku.
Awesome. Yeah. What's that cloud called?
I can't remember.
Someone tell me in the comments. But yes,
You'll be seeing it very soon.
they're coming soon, and I found them, and I have more than I thought. So I actually have, I can do some different things with my lists. But they're good. They're lots of fun. Pestilence.
Disease. Moving on to the next question. When I find it, I'm being terrible at this today. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Honestly.
Yael has said, and I have responded to you in the chat, I've got some spawns for you, Chef.
Praise be.
So I've already
Yeah,
responded in the
praise
chat, but if you haven't seen it, just shoot a message to Grotty at tabletoptactics.tv about any spawns that you wish to send our way.
We like the spawn.
Send
We are
spawn.
the home of the wayward spawns.
Yes.
Very generous. What a horrible kit it is. It's horrible. I love them, but they're awful.
Yeah, it's not
If there's a
a good
kit that's due for an update, that's the one.
Nothing wrong with that
what
spawn.
games, like, look at the accursed cultists. And now imagine what they would do on like a big scale for a spawn.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a gourmet bit in that kit though. There's a corn head in there, which is gourmet.
Gourmet.
It's very nice. Yeah.
Paul is bad at stuff has said, good luck with the studio move and new studio. Is there anything from 9th that you would like to see continued into 10th?
That's a good question.
I think the 9th core rules are actually pretty good.
Yeah, you know what? The core rules are good.
The only thing that I'm not a big fan of, and that is the wounding. Because I really don't like the fact that bolt guns wound most vehicles on a 5.
Yeah.
It's just a bit kind of sad.
Yeah.
The problem that I have with 9th, as a sort of like, I think the core rules itself themselves are pretty good.
Yeah.
There's always going to be sort of iterations and improvements and little things like, I mean, just little things like, by the core rules, the objectives cannot be placed in terrain. That's stupid.
Lame.
It's stupid. I hate it. Where's the objective? In the middle of nowhere. Why? Why isn't it a computer terminal inside a building?
Unless you're playing Tempest.
Well, unless you're playing Tempest, right? But the wounding vehicles thing, and it just puts too much emphasis on high rate of fire weapons still.
Yeah.
Because they're just good at everything. Because who cares about high strength weapons when you can just go, there's 90 shots?
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I would like to see a change to the wounding mechanics where it's like, if you've got the vehicle keyword, you're like always -1 to wound.
Sure.
Or like you can, I don't know, like you'd have to make some fundamental changes to like the weapons or something, but like.
Or like stuff that should kill stuff can kill stuff, and stuff that probably wouldn't kill stuff probably can't kill stuff.
Yeah, like a bolt gun shouldn't be like, yeah, I don't mind like a bolt gun sort of, going like, a really damaged like vehicle, a rhino that's on like 1 wound being taken out by a bolt gun, because it's like, it's already like busted up.
Yeah.
And it just gets like, that's
Finish it off.
that's the thing that hits the fuel line and it ignites it. But it shouldn't be able to do anything to like a completely healthy Lehman Russ or a knight. A knight should just be like, ha 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 ha. But a knight that's on like 2 wounds is like falling apart and he just gets taken out by like a lone shot or a sniper. That'd be cool. But I don't know how I would go about changing that. Anyway, sorry, we've got a lot of flashing from our
Yes,
competitor
you tend to go off on tangents, and I like reading super chats.
We've got 3 left.
Yes. For the Greater Pud. That's a cool name. I think Beard still needs to name.
I like a bit of bud.
I think Beard still needs to name Vashtor's hammer, and we all need to spam GW until it happens.
So lots of people actually, I've had a surprising amount of people message me about this. And a lot of them are saying like he's like the demon engineer god, and he doesn't have time to name his weapons because he's too busy being an engineer. And also generally weapons have names after a long period of time, but he's made it for himself, and therefore that's why he doesn't have a weapon. But you could have just called it the Vash Claw.
Yeah, I saw Smash Tour was quite a good one.
Smash Tour.
I did see one which was nice, which was Forge Bean.
Boom.
Or Anvil Bean. I think it's just the way that it's named just doesn't make sense, because when you've got things like the Emperor's Sword,
because it belongs to the Emperor.
Like the Talon of Horus is very different to Vashtor's hammer. Now, if it was the hammer of Vashtor, it just sounds like it's a bit more gravitas.
The hammer of Vashtor does sound better.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's his personal effects.
Yeah.
That he sometimes leaves because they don't mean very much.
I personally wouldn't have. I mean, the claw is just neither here nor there. Like, what I think what's annoying about the claw as well is the fact it's just like, yeah, it's a claw, but it's like, why doesn't that like scratch at you as well? Does he just go, oh?
You'd think that would be like a...
like an extra attack.
You can do a double attacks thing. Sorry.
D for extra attacks.
We're being waved at again. Please.
You went off on another tangent.
Sorry.
We're talking about the super chat question. We're giving them their money's worth.
Right, 2 more and then...
one more. There are a load more super chats.
Okay.
We will come back to you and go off on many tangents.
Neil Adams has asked, have you decided what will be the first Barab to be filmed in the new studio? Feels like it should be something suitably epic.
Yes. There'll be a tangent to that in a minute.
Have we decided on it though?
No. No, we've
I don't
not.
think
I think
we've
we're
even
actually
thought
going to
about
plan
it.
some of that stuff out next week before we start
Yeah.
the grand move.
Yeah.
Yes, there is quite a lot to sort out.
Yeah, because we've got to decide, like, right, okay, so we know that we're probably going to be moving stuff for maybe a week, maybe 2, depending.
Yeah.
So we need to be like, right, okay, let's get the list sorted so that we know what we can pack up and what isn't going to get packed up.
Yeah.
In terms of what would be a good matchup, who knows?
No one knows.
What? I feel like it has to be Iron Warriors versus Drukhari because that was the first game on the channel.
Oh, El Clasico.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Please, competitive correspondent, desk jockey, put
Yes,
that
what?
in a poll.
Oh yeah, a poll.
Oh,
And say,
yes.
would you like to see Drukhari versus Iron Warriors as the first match?
Yeah.
In the new studio.
Just a disclaimer, we will not be taking this as
Serious.
seriously, but we'll consider it.
We'll consider it. Like, please note that all polls are not legally binding because we've gone down that hole before. That's why we've ended up with all these Space Wolf nonsense.
Yeah, unless it's a boss poll, and they are legally binding.
Yeah, boss polls are.
Yeah. So, we'll get back to... Thank you for everyone that super chatted so far. We appreciate your support. Now, we have some things to talk about. Namely being the Adepticon Warhammer Preview. This one has been... They've been talking, they've been yammering on about this for 2 weeks now. Well, it will be 2 weeks before it comes out. Normally they have like a week run-up to an event, but this one's a 2-weeker. So it should be big. Because they keep saying it's going to be big.
I mean, they say that every single reveal is going to be a big one and you don't want to miss it and it's going to be amazing.
They've also said it's a huge announcement. I think they also went as far as saying it's a colossal reveal.
But did they say that it was going to be an epic reveal?
They're redoing Epic. They are 100% going to redo Epic as a specialist game. There's several reasons why this is.
Tell me.
Firstly, they've used 3 versions of the word big. And that says to me that it's a play on words and it's not actually a big reveal, it's actually small because it's a
small reveal.
Very, very small things. And when I was going down a deep rabbit hole trying to figure this out, I was on Instagram. I don't know if you've heard of Instagram. It's an app people use to post photos.
I've heard about it. I tend not to use it because I just don't use it.
And I'll tell you this. I saw, and I noticed this a while ago actually, Louise Sugden, aka Savage Orc Guy on Instagram, who is our presenter on Warhammer Community. She's done a few videos recently. And in the background on her shelves, there's an Epic box, which got some Epic stuff in it. Like an old Epic, I don't know what miniature it is, but it's some form of Epic box that they released in what I'm presuming is the 90s, when I think it last came out.
Yeah.
And it's been in 3 of her videos at this point. So I've been putting all together on my chart on the wall, these things like linking each other.
Lots of red wool.
Lots of red wool, and I think it makes sense. They've not redone Epic since, well, for a long time.
Yeah.
There's been some very successful specialist games up until this point, and the idea of doing a game of like 40k on a small scale, but with a whole army, is quite appealing to me. And we've come a long way with design and production and printing and stuff. So I think to be able to make stuff that small is actually quite doable now. So that's my wild prediction. I think they're going to update Epic.
Yeah, it honestly, it makes a lot of sense. Like you say, the specialist games sort of revival has been going quite well. They've already got the groundwork laid for it as well in Titanicus and Aeronautica.
They've already got the Titans!
And there was something that I did see doing the rounds on...
They've even got terrain for it!
They do have the terrain for it. So, you know, there's a lot of groundwork already done. And all the people that go, I want to play Games of Apocalypse, but I don't own like 10,000 points worth of models because that's a lot of models. You go, well, you can own 10,000 points worth of Epic very easily.
I've got 10 they've got 10 Land Raiders here.
All on one
tiny.
single square base.
They're tiny.
And it's great.
I think it'd be really quite fun.
Yeah, but there was something that I saw doing the rounds on the Book of Face a little while ago, which kind of, it was the day after you'd said it to me. It's like, I think it's going to be epic. And I saw someone post this thing, and it was from one of the articles about the Warlord Titan, and it said like, oh, the Warlord Titan, this is on Warcom, the Warlord Titan made its first appearance in Epic many years ago, and even though the game is in abeyance, and then they sort of like underlined it and then looked at the dictionary definition of abeyance, and abeyance means temporarily out of usage. Temporarily. So you could read that as, this model made its first appearance in Epic, which even though that game is temporarily
And you can almost spell epic
Yeah.
in the word Adepticon. Nearly. Except the E.
Except,
You-
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Not quite.
It all comes together. So that's my prediction.
Adepticon.
Everyone's like, oh, 10th edition. I don't
It's not
know.
going to be 10th edition. I cannot see any announcement relating to a new edition of a game happening anywhere outside of Games Workshop's own events.
Warhammer Fest is not that long away. So I
When
think-
have they ever done it at LVO, at Adepticon, at Nova? They've never done it.
Yeah.
Never. Point to me to a year where they've announced it anywhere other than their own events.
Yeah, their little Terminator tease is very interesting, but I really can't see something that big being announced outside of their own event.
No. I can't see it happening. In
If
terms,
they did, it would be quite epic.
Nice.
I can't see that happening. Are we gonna see 40k related stuff? I mean, yeah, we're probably gonna see this Terminator thing.
We were probably going to see Dante.
Yeah, we were probably gonna see Dante.
Yeah, I'm really sad about that. I'm getting fed up with these leaks.
I don't begrudge the person that it was sent to get excited about it, because that is your prerogative. A mistake was made, and I like the way that Games Workshop's handled it with all the little things. It's like he could not, his deployment could not be stopped even by us. You know, it's just like we messed up. Like internally, you know someone's been fired.
That's really
like you
sad.
know someone's been
That's such
fired,
a
and
bummer
that's
for that person.
that's really really bad for that person, because of what could be an honest mistake. It could have been their last day, and they just went meh.
See ya. What a Dante. Here you go.
Have a Dante. But so I don't begrudge people leaking stuff and getting excited about it, but it does kind of ruin it, because now there's people that are like, I'm not excited about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't, like it's not as interesting to me now.
The little like trailer they made for it was great. It was a really good announcement trailer.
Yeah.
It is a shame, because I imagine the excitement that would have happened watching that trailer for the first time as it's being revealed.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all.
You just seen it
been
and like,
wasted for everyone.
it's Dante.
It's happening. It's happening.
You know, but now it's just kind of like, yeah, well, we know it's Dante, and and then this is the best part about the leaks, is then people that have the audacity to turn around and go, the leaks were the announcements at this particular event were rubbish. They were really boring. There was nothing exciting happening.
nothing left to
because
show.
it's been the world eaters. You know, everyone's just like, well, I wanted more world eater stuff. They're not going to go out and make more world eater stuff just because someone decided to leak a potato cam of Angron 6 months beforehand. Like, come on.
Stop leaking stuff, please.
Just like
if you're watching.
it just kind of ruins it for everyone. It ruins it for people that want to get excited about it. It ruins the hype, and then you also ruin it for yourselves by then going, well, now I can't be excited about anything, and then it's Games Workshop's fault for not doing good reveals because I saw the reveals 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like. It's just a bit of a weird one. In terms of other predictions, I imagine we're going to see some really cool, like we'll probably see some cool like specialist stuff. I imagine we'll probably get some cool like Warcry, like a Warcry warband.
There is
an Underworld warband.
They didn't. The Underworlds was in the thingies. They didn't have one for Warcry.
Oh, did they not? Oh,
No.
okay. Oh, that's a shame, because usually the Warcry.
I think there's
stuff are
Underworlds,
amazing.
Necromunda, Heresy, Sigmar, 40k. And Kill Team. I think.
We'll probably be a new Kill Team, the next season of Kill Team. You'll probably get like some bonkers Necromunda model, which will just froth over. We love it when the Necromunda
Every
stuff.
week when they do a Necromunda review, I'm like,
I want to play Necromunda because the model's really cool. Necromunda. I want a nice bit of Necromunda. Yeah. In terms of, they've said that they're doing a roadmap for Sigmar.
Interesting.
Which will probably just be, here's the next, because they've said like here's the order and death and the whatnot, but like it will probably be like, yes, well, we know Seraphon are coming out, but it'll be the next death book will be blah blah blah, here's a model, the next this will be blah blah blah, here's a model. What else? Blah, 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 blah. Heresy, I imagine it will probably be a plastic tank of something that's already existing.
No more
resin.
tanks.
But that's
Give us some
why-
infantry.
But that's why you play.
cowards.
That's why you play Heresy, is for plastic tanks.
There's been a lot of tanks.
It's because it's really easy to do.
Yeah, it would be cool to see some more infantry, maybe some more Terminators, perhaps.
I don't think they're going to do the.
They're kind of
Terminators.
running out of tanks at this point, aren't they? What tanks are left? They've done the Typhon, they've done the Sakaran, the Rhinos.
You've still got like the Fellblades to do.
Yeah, that's true. The drop pods haven't been done yet, have they?
No, they're not the Anvilus.
I reckon they'll do another Ascended Primarch.
Ooh.
Horus got announced a long time ago. It's been out for a while. Now I just wonder if they might do the next one.
Oh, that could be a good shout. That could be a good shout. Okay. What about you, Jinx?
What do you think?
What do I think might be revealed?
Yes.
Well, I know everyone's excited about like maybe Terminator stuff, but there's also a Tyranid in that. I know.
Was there a Tyranid in that video?
There's a Tyranid! Let me have my bugs, guys.
Couldn't tell.
Well, yeah, you
Just all
presume.
let's be honest, that's all I care about.
Did they say? Have they said that teaser was for Adepticon, or was it just like?
I think they said soon.
So
Well, the fact that they've
Why would you do that a few weeks before
Yeah.
Adepticon unless it's to steal thunder from the reveals that
no,
they're doing
they
at
did.
Adepticon, which doesn't make sense?
They did reveal. They did a post which was like however many days to go until Adepticon, and it was the map of the space, and there was a little Tyranid symbol in the very corner.
Oh.
In the teaser.
Well, did
So-
you see the little blurb about the video? Because it was like, incoming transmission from the Western Fringe. It's like,
What's Western Fringe?
so in the context of the 40k galaxy, you've got obviously Eye of Terror in the middle. The Eastern Fringe is where the Tau are. You've got the Damocles Gulf is sort of here. You've got Imperium Nihilus here, the Cicatrix Maledictum. You've got the Ghoul Stars, and like Terror is here. And the whole point is that Tyranids are coming from all around here, but nothing's coming that way. So the whole, basically, from what I'm interpreting is that, the Tyranids are now arriving on the west, which means they're very close to Terra.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
That's
We're
not
coming
good.
for our snackies.
I mean,
Well, luckily there's Terminators.
I mean, look,
that's-
they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Oh, new Terminators would be nice, wouldn't it?
It would be nice.
Right, well, I will say I did close the poll because I wanted to ask another poll, and yes, it was about 76% wanted to see Iron Warriors Drakari.
Okay.
It has been.
It will be considered.
It will be
It'll be
considered. It has
considered.
not been legally bound because that will require Lawrence to play it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which will then require him to play a game
Yeah.
and not deal with the business side of running a business, which is quite difficult and time consuming, especially given an entire studio move. But we will
Yes,
do
we
our
will
best.
endeavour to do our best.
We'll do it at some point.
I
Yeah.
did do a second poll.
Oh
However.
yeah, what was that about?
What's
Do
poll
you
number
guys
two?
think Epic might be revealed at Adepticon?
Adepticon?
Yeah, Epic. That was
100%
in chat.
yes.
It's 44% yes. People
Oh,
do not agree
come
with
off
you,
it.
Beard.
Well,
People are wrong.
Time will tell.
Yes.
we'll see, won't we?
Well, someone's going to be wrong. It's either going to be them or you.
Big, huge, colossal. Oh, come on, man. I think it's happening.
In all honesty, if you really think Games Workshop are going to reveal 10th edition at a non-Games Workshop complete event, I can't help you. I mean, look, if they are, I will buy a hat and eat it. But I'm not feeling that hungry, so I can't see it happening.
We'll see. We'll see.
Let's have a look
Really
at some more
some
supers.
Super
We
duper
have
chats.
so many super chats.
Yes!
Oh
Oh,
my
that's very
Big up
kind.
yourselves.
We're going to have to
Thank you,
answer
everyone.
these nice and speedy, guys.
Okay.
Sorry, we don't
Actually,
have
you know
to
what?
answer.
We'll answer them, and then you wave at us when we need to stop talking.
Yeah, just go like
Do
that.
that a lot anyway.
Okay.
Arch Mike. So what about AOS would you like to see in 10th?
What about AOS?
Yes. Are there
Oh,
any
in terms
mechanics
of-
in AOS you'd like to see brought into 10th?
I kind of like the idea of alternating combat, but
that's a tough one.
don't know.
It's a tough one.
I don't know.
Alternating combat works precisely because there's not a huge amount of shooting.
Data cards. I like the data cards
Yeah.
in Sigma. I'll
Yeah.
have those, please.
Yeah, give me those.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, same way.
Done.
Probably
Look
agree.
at that, we answered the question
I'm
quickly.
so proud of you guys. Mad Dog Mike, I also have my B-Day. Waffles and TT live stream. Best day ever. Love you all. Happy birthday, Mad Dog Mike.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mad Dog Mike.
Happy
Enjoy
birthday
your
to
pancakes.
you.
Wait, is
No,
it
it's
pancakes or
waffles.
waffle? And your waffles.
I do like a waffle.
Yeah.
I like a waffle.
I got waffle maker.
Oh.
Crups.
Oh.
Wait.
Goose. Next super chat.
Dark.
Just wanted to pop in and say hi, and also Beard, your narrative campaign made me join on demand to keep me up. Keep it up. Keep me up. Keep it up.
Legend. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
very nice. And welcome to On Demand.
Yes, you absolute
Yeah, what a
boss
treat
and
for
legend.
you. Many treats. Always a lot of stuff coming from Demand. It's very exciting.
You're not prepared. Just that damn Bob. Any idea for how to make Lords of War playable?
What is Lords of War?
Well, Lords of
Lords
War,
of War.
like things like Bane Blades.
Oh!
Play
I mean-
them. Have fun.
Just enjoy using them. They're really fun. Giant tanks and stuff.
Yeah.
Tanks very much.
Yeah.
They're easier to use now.
Yeah,
You can build them into your list a bit easier.
Yeah. I think it depends on the thing as well, because it's like, like, is there a way of making, things like a Baneblade is absolutely playable, but I guess it depends on your definition of playable.
Yeah.
Like if it's a case of like, how can we make the obelisk playable in 40k? I mean, you can't. It's literally one of the worst units in the game.
Yeah.
But you can absolutely use it. It just might not be competitively viable.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing.
Lord of Skulls is good.
Lord of Skulls is good.
Was it the Mega Orc? What's it called? Stomper.
Stomper's not good.
No, it's not. But
Wraith
it's
Knight's fun.
Wraith Knight, yeah, like this is the thing. Like you can't look at them and be like, they are competitively good, but that's more about just the nature of competitive is, unfortunately, things tend to focus on the hyper efficient things.
Yeah.
And one big thing is never going to be hyper efficient.
Play Tempest. That's how you take Lord of Wars.
Jack Beeman, I have already answered this, but I'll give you a shout out because that's how we do super chats. Are you guys and gals going to Warhammer Fest? I'm going to be at Warhammer Fest for the entire duration. Fletcher is entering Golden Demon.
He's going to Golden Demon, yeah.
And if anyone wants to come up and say hi to me, that is absolutely your prerogative. I will boop you.
Just look for the really short person.
Yeah.
It's probably
You might,
Katie.
just
The
make
really
sure you're
short
looking
person
down
that's
all the
being
time.
really loud, that's probably me.
I would love to have gone, but it's in Manchester and it's quite expensive to get up there, and I don't want to drive for several hours, and the trains are ridiculous, and then it's money on top of money on top of money.
This is why I have a wife who pays for everything for me.
Yeah.
Danny Smith, thoughts on if 40k should go for alternative activation? In my opinion, the I go, you go turns are one of the biggest issues with 40k balance. So we kind of just answered this.
What if they just did it in the fight phase? Would that be good?
I honestly, I don't know. The problem with 40k is that I go, you go is so ingrained into it. Alternative activations, like, because someone said, oh, it'd just be really easy. You just need to just change the shooting phase to alternative activation. No, you don't. Like, it would require the game to be completely rewritten.
Yeah.
Completely rewritten. Because, okay, let's use, I don't know, a Baneblade, for example.
They brought a Baneblade.
You've got a Baneblade. Okay, cool. I'm going to activate, like, I've got the turn. It's my shooting phase. I activate my Baneblade first. What are you going to activate? I'll activate my Rhino. Okay, I'm now going to activate a Lehman Russ. Okay, I'll activate this unit of Tactical Marines. I activate my second Lehman Russ. Do you see the problem already?
Yeah,
like,
if you're running like a melee army.
Yeah. I activate my Storm Surge. I activate my unit of 6 Crisis Suits. Yeah, it's all
doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It needs a massive change up of the stats and the gameplay.
It's a stupid idea.
It's not a stupid idea.
Don't be mean to our viewers.
That was my idea.
No, it's not a stupid idea, but it definitely needs it's not as simple as just make the game alternate activations. You need a massive rewrite of pretty much everything.
He's also said 40k should go to D10 or D12. There will never be a granular enough design space with D6s. The only problem with that is I don't think it would be as popular.
Look, as a D&D player, any excuse to roll a D12 is a beautiful moment because it's the rarest dice to roll.
12, baby.
D12s are great. That's how they could fix the vehicle problem.
What's that?
Vehicles make saves on like D10s or something, or D12s.
Oh my.
So then you go, oh, I've got an AP4 melter gun. He's got, yeah, but I've got a free up save on a D12, so I'm still making it on a 7. So now all of a sudden you go, yeah, bolt guns are, wounding it. You can have all the wounds in the world, but I'm saving like 80% of the saves on a D10 or a D12.
And then people can get more dice. People like dice.
I 100% agree with
that's quite a good idea. I like that.
I do agree with the granularity of it doesn't work because you go, well, the difference between a Space Marine and a Guardsman is 16% in terms of accuracy.
Maybe like on stuff that degrades, you do it on a D12.
Yeah, maybe. Like, it's a great idea. I think the problem is like what Jink says. I don't think it'd be as popular though, and it's also because they're not easily accessible dice, whereas D6 are really easy to make. Think of how many dice you would need to change as well. Like if it's on a D12, imagine rolling 90 D12 for a unit of Orc Boys.
Oh, I'd enjoy that.
I mean, it would be. But it's just they're not as easily accessible as
maybe they'll do it when they announce Epic on Thursday next week.
Maybe. Atin has said, been a fan for a while, glad to finally catch a stream live. How would you guys feel about aircraft with the transport keyword being allowed to start on the board, but still keeping dedicated bombers/fighters coming on turn 2?
There aren't many. There aren't many
Storm Ravens and the Storm Wolf and
The Black Star, Corvus Black Star.
Corvus Black Star.
Yeah, Space Marine
Maybe.
Okay,
It would
I
do
think
more-
they would be okay to do that, but they have to remain the entire game in hover mode.
Yeah, they'd need to. Yeah, Corvus Black Star is a great example because you can put bikes in it. So if you were to like hoon a bike out of a plane, it would die.
Yeah, I think if you. I think that would be a fair compromise.
Yeah.
What you can do is because all of those transports have the hover the sort of word anyway, the hover rule. I think that would be a fair compromise. You can start any vehicle in the game that has a transport capacity as long as it has units inside and it's in hover mode. It may not leave hover mode because the whole point of it is it's come in as a drop ship at that point. It's not going like we do because we're playing with toy soldiers. We're not adults.
Good question though. That's a good question. I enjoyed that one.
Holy Diver has said, hello.
Holy Diver!
Is there any faction not represented in 40k you would want to see in the next edition? What would it be? I would sell my entire collection for 40k Skaven.
They don't exist.
40k
They don't exist. Everyone says this. They
rats.
don't exist.
Dark Mechanicum.
Dark Mechanicum.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I care
yeah,
about
I-
at this stage.
Dark Mechanicum for you. Dark Mechanicum is a close second to Exodites because laser dinosaurs.
Laser dinosaurs.
And also all the weird aliens in the core rulebook on the first.
The
I think
weird
it's on
aliens
page
in the
4.
Votan book that you like the look of.
Big one?
There were the weird aliens in the Votan book you like the look of.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, the ones. Oh, yeah, the ones they were like bartering with that had the cloaks and stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
hello.
There you go. That's his answer.
Because you don't exist on the tabletop.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Mac Thompson has said, hi crew, long time lurker and supporter, but I finally got to see you guys live. Congrats
Yay.
on all the amazing work and effort you do, real top shelf stuff. Thank you, we love lurkers here. Lurkers make the world
Long
go
time
round.
lurker. That's a really good title.
Yeah.
Raz Zexifon. Hi guys, loving the narrative in League Season 2. My announcement guest is more awesome Necromunda sculpts. I mean, that goes without saying.
There's so many. There hasn't been one, and they seem to do one every week. They haven't done one that I can remember that's been bad. Like they're all very, very good.
There's a few which you've just where I've kind of gone like, yeah, like I could take it or leave it. Like I think one of the latest Goliath ones with like the ridiculous oversized hammer. I was like, I could take it or leave that.
Oh, giant mohawk man.
Yeah. But like for the most part, I'm just like, yeah, these are really good.
What's going on with Ash Waste? That seemed to sort of appear and then not much has happened.
Well, I think it's just an expansion to the core
ongoing,
game. Yeah.
Maybe they'll do more on Thursday next week.
Yeah.
Alongside Epic being announced. I'm convinced.
Mac Thompson.
Well, I mean, look, I'm convinced. You convinced me.
Yep, I'm convinced. We're all convinced in the studio. Mac Thompson has said, super excited for the league and seeing who comes out with the belt. Go Jinx. Yes, I agree. Go me. I am the best of all time ever. There is a reason they call me the competitive correspondent.
It's true.
It is true. You do call me that, and I do appreciate it. It's very nice. Robin Blackwell, first game in the new studio should be a 6-player game with the whole team, 3 aside, 6,000 points. That would be a nightmare to film.
We don't have the space to do. Can you imagine 6,000 points?
studio.
Yeah, a 6x4 board with 6,000 points aside just won't work.
It'll take us days.
We don't have that much space to film it.
No.
We can maybe do a multiplayer, but probably not for the first. I don't know.
So there was a
Maybe.
bit of comments in chat a while ago now that we should just do a battle royale.
Well, all play each other at the same time.
Yes.
Everything everywhere.
See,
all
I
at once.
wasn't entirely sure if they meant battle royale on the tabletop or battle royale just
In
us
real
as
life,
presenters.
I'll create some explosive collars and and we'll go to an island in Japan.
Yeah.
and everything.
Brilliant.
Yeah, a battle royale could work, but again, that's a bit of a nightmare to try and run. You basically need someone to not play and be like a games master at that point. It works, but not on like a big scale.
We'll consider it.
Yeah.
We'll
It's
consider
all under
it.
consideration. Royal Moose Cavalry, thank you for the first ever super chat. Greetings from Sweden.
Yeah.
GW is releasing more and more info about the old world. What are your thoughts and feelings towards returning to that setting?
Oh, those Tomb Kings.
Give me my Bretonians, please. Yeah, they look good as well. The Tomb Kings.
Yeah, in case you can't tell, like, so I didn't start with Warhammer Fantasy, but I did play Warhammer Fantasy. It's where my Seraphon are from. It's where my love of the Ogre Kingdoms comes from, as well as Tomb Kings. I really like the old world. I don't agree that it was the best fantasy setting ever because it was super generic, guys. Hence why Games Workshop changed it, amongst other reasons. But yeah, the going back to Old World, I think will be really, really cool. Yeah. I'm going to say this now before Lawrence gets a chance. This is not a promise that we're going to do Old World.
I'm going to get Bretonia whatever happens.
Yeah,
because it makes me happy.
We are not promising Old World in any way, shape or form, and we are not giving you a timeline on it. We may do it because
it's not even been announced properly. Chill out.
If we do it, it will not be for quite some time, and by quite some time, I mean probably 2 to 3 years. So when it comes out, we're absolutely going to be hype about it, but don't expect to see battle reports like all of a sudden we've got 8,000 points of every army in the game to do Old World games.
Well, as well, like, there won't be a huge amount. Well, presumably there won't be a massive amount of variety at the beginning because like, there's only so many factions that can be released at the beginning.
Yeah, they're certainly not going to be releasing every single faction all at once. Like, it's going to almost be reliant on people going, get your old armies out of storage. Well, we don't have any, so...
I was Googling Bretonia the other day, just looking at Grail Knights and stuff.
The smorgasbord of colour.
So good. The Green Knight, Morgana Le Fay on a unicorn.
We've already banned Fletcher from just deciding to buy a Bretonia army, because that's what he did with the Squigs.
Mine. I've already thought about painting them in contrast paints. Sorry, Katie.
That's okay.
We're not sorry at all.
We've got a load of super chats stacked up, and I just want to make sure we get to everyone.
We will.
Thanks, everyone.
So Matthew Byra has said, going for broke, 10th teaser ending with coming summer 2023 at Adepticon.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Warhammer Fest.
Yeah, if ever they're going to release an edition announcement in this year, it's going to be at Warhammer Fest.
That's the first big one since before the COVID came.
Yeah. It's a 3-dayer.
Yeah. There's a lot to fill in 3 days, you presume.
I am also banking on them giving a release date, or at least saying like coming next year, Old World, because it's 40 years of Warhammer this year.
Happy birthday. Sorry, I'm going to joke.
Okay.
So I am calling that now. Old World will be announced
I can see that.
on its like release thing, like coming next summer, Old World.
You'll get a prize if you're correct.
What will my prize be?
A smug feeling inside.
A Tomb King.
If I'm right, could people buy me Tomb Kings?
Yes.
Thank you.
Jim Hamilton, I miss the new releases appearing in White Dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
That was always something very nice about buying the White Dwarf, was seeing what was coming next month.
Yeah. Was that pre-internet?
Oh, I mean, we're talking like...
so before my time.
Yeah, like when I was buying White Dwarfs like 20 odd years ago, you know.
Before my time.
Yeah, before your time.
Oh man, old White Dwarfs are great.
Yeah, White Dwarf's been through...
It does make me not like the internet in modern times. I do enjoy the nostalgia. But then we wouldn't exist.
This is true.
Because we'd have to write a magazine.
Yeah.
Tabletop Tactics, the magazine, out monthly.
Yeah. And nostalgia is also
if
sometimes
we did a zine?
overrated.
That'd be cool.
What's overrated?
Nostalgia is sometimes overrated.
It is, but it was such a simple time thing that it was much easier to be entertained back then.
Well, I mean, look at the Dante thing. Like, you know.
Look at the Dante.
Well, like so many people have said, I don't like the Dante. I like the old Dante, and that's 100% your prerogative. But you cannot deny that the model is better.
Oh, James made a good point. Sorry, reporting for James right now. Lots of people have been saying that this mask looks stupid. It's Sanguinius's burial mask, which they wouldn't have Primarisified.
Yeah, they wouldn't have stretched it out.
Or as he said, put it through like the penny crushing machine at the pier.
It's the souvenir penny.
They said that in the design notes.
Yeah, they said it in the design
They've said it in the design notes.
It is the Death Mask of Sanguinius is such an ancient relic. They're not going to have changed it.
Yeah.
Retrofitted. Yeah. So to have stretched it out to make it fit, I do agree it does look a little odd.
I think it will look more
but it should
normal
look
in
odd,
real life.
Because it's a stretched out mask on a larger face.
Yeah, it's just, I would have preferred it if they didn't have the helmet at all and he was just wearing the mask. So he's got like the long flowing golden hair, but you still don't see his face.
I would have liked it just to see his face, to see like how messed up he is.
Yeah.
Because he's been through the wars.
He's been through the ring.
A lot of them, poor fella.
Poor little Dante. Do not apologise to her.
Henrik Falkenberg has predicted Wave 2 of Leagues of Votan like the Sisters.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Too early, I think, for them.
Happening.
There will be, I'm sure there'll be a Wave 2.
That was my prediction at Adepticon. They're squatting Votan.
They're getting rid of Votan.
Get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of Votan. It was an experiment that failed and they just went, oh.
There'll be a Wave 2. I don't think it will be soon.
I don't think
but there's room for a big increase on that range. Like there'll be Dreadnoughts and...
bigger exosuits and more naked dwarves. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
I feel very great about the dwarves. Matthew Warren, I've been watching TT since getting back into the hobby during the pandemic. You are all amazing. Big love. Hashtag Tempest the bestest. Hashtag no CP reroll. Hashtag TT for life.
Hashtag all those hashtags I'm about.
Damn, boy.
Hashtag Sigmar is Bigmar, which is another one James has come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Bit of an odd one.
Yeah.
Hashtag epic next Thursday. Trending worldwide. Mark my words.
Hashtag it's going to be an epic Thursday.
It is going to be an epic Thursday.
Hashtag it's TT, not TTT.
Yeah, it's TT. Please do not call us TTT. That's not us. It's tabletop is one word.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Brett Nicholson, Cities of Sigmar reveal. Gimme that OG Empire.
Oh, that could happen.
Yeah.
With Sigmar.
It could happen. I think we're just going to get more models. I don't think it's going to be like, here's the army and it's coming out this summer. Because we know the roadmap. We know I think there might be an extension to the roadmap and it'll be like, this Christmas.
This Christmas.
What, the Cities of Sigmar. Yeah, like...
One man with his polar and his funny trousers.
And then several hundred more of them because they're just humans against an army of demons.
They go on a wacky adventure across the mortal
Yeah,
world.
that's definitely something that could happen.
Yeah.
Cities of Sigmar. Or Dawnbringer Crusades, as they're calling them.
Crimson
what?
KMR, we're going to move on.
Hang on a minute, they're calling them what?
I think it's the Dawnbringer Crusade is what they're calling them.
Not Cities of Sigmar.
No, because
What do they used to be called? Empire.
Well, Empire, yeah, so it's Empire, but the Cities of Sigmar is all of the mortals, like your standard dwarves, your standard wood elves, your standard dark elves, like that aren't in the specialist factions. But the whole point of the fluff is the Dawnbringer Crusades are the armies of Sigmar that aren't the Stormcast that are going out to reclaim parts of the mortal realms.
Can you please, Sigmar people, I've been playing with our tactical rocks. I've got one in my eye. Can you please stop giving everything such long names, please? Ossiarch Bone Reapers.
It's very cool though.
Etc.
Yeah.
It is cool, but it's...
Well, with that.
Sorry.
Crimson KMR, no question, just complaining. I think James packed my TT dice bag and got his bad dice mojo on it. James does occasionally pack dice. We don't tell you when he does, just in case he gets his bad mojo all up in there.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Blake White, hi guys, what do you think about Tyranids getting a Primarch level organism?
A Primarch level organism.
I mean, surely, like, it's meant to be
the Swarm Lord should be Primarch level.
Yeah, the Swarm Lord should be...
He should be the apex.
Yeah.
Like, he should be able to go toe-to-toe with the Demon Primarchs.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be able to win, but he should be...
He should. He absolutely should.
He shouldn't be able to win
Let me have
because...
nice things.
But then I say the same thing about all the... Like, the Demon... Okay.
Oh, maybe right.
Demon Primarchs do not belong on the tabletop.
Oh, he said it.
They don't belong on the tabletop. Because the whole point is the Demon Primarch turns up, that world is gone.
Gone
Like...
Goodbye.
Yeah. Look at it from the fluff perspective. It took 100 Grey Knights to banish Angron on Armageddon.
That's pretty cool.
100 Grey Knights. And what does it in 40k? One small stunty dwarf tank chonk thing.
Yes.
Hekachonk.
Rubbish.
Chunky.
Rubbish. It's because
They have a grudge against
you do
him.
not have the granularity to do it. And I argue the same thing with Sigmar. The god level stuff should not exist on the tabletop. I would rather they go, yeah, Magnus, you can take Magnus, he's 2,000 points.
Oh.
And you go, well, then where's the rest of my army? You don't need it. You've got a Demon Primarch.
Does everything. Yeah. Yeah, they're a bit of a conundrum, aren't they?
So, should the Swarm Lord be able to go toe-to-toe with them? Yes, but he shouldn't be able to win.
Can I have...
Get one? No.
Can I have just every single Tyranid?
You pretty much do.
Yeah, that's true. We will move on to Justin Foley. You've asked again. You've made my day with the incoming Skaven match. My B-day was the 12th of March, so I'll consider this my present. This is
Retroactive
Justin Foley,
birthday.
Always, yeah.
When was the 12th? Was it...
Recently, that was
Over a
5
week.
days
Can't
ago.
get birthday if it was last week, I'm afraid. Sorry, that's the rules.
A week ago? Yeah.
Square 7, do you guys own a Charybdis Assault Claw?
Yeah.
No?
Charybdis. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
For our World
Bring
Eaters.
the
Oh,
Charybdis.
we should put it on a World Eaters game soon. Here it
Yeah.
comes.
Chef, do not break that model.
I was about to slam it down and I
Very big
remembered it's
piece of
resin.
resin. It's very cool.
it's
Oh,
so
a bit of a
wobbly.
wibbler.
I mean, it's not...
How many can you fit in there? 40?
20.
Oh my god, has that got a flight stand?
Yeah.
It's got a hole for one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, Oh, you stressed me out so much there, dude.
Make everyone at home
I'm
suddenly
going to move
very
on to the next
concerned.
question so we can all calm down from that.
All right, he's back and safe.
Keldorf has asked, any chance for Lion showing up at Adepticon? Maybe Space Hulk with Termes and Tyranids? Enjoy your new studio. Thanks for all the awesome content.
There's been so many people saying the Lion's coming. And I get why, because he's probably, I think him and...
Well, he's in the fluff now.
Him and Fulgrim have been talked about in several codexes in the fluff parts for a while now.
Yeah.
And I think we're overdue for a
Loyalist.
Primarch.
Yeah.
So maybe?
Again, would they announce a Primarch? And we were also talking like a fluff, not breaking, but like, think about it from the fluff perspective. If the Lion comes back, he's going to look at Bobby G in charge and go, "You're doing it again, aren't you, Bobby? Come on now. Yeah. Like, I'm the first, I'm the best."
Number one.
Quite literally number one. So like, are they going to do, I mean, they might do it at Adepticon. That could be like a big reveal to kind of tide people over. In terms of Space Hulk, I don't understand this one about Space Hulk, because it's, oh, well, Terminators versus it. No, it's Terminators versus Gene Stealers. That's not a Gene Stealer in the clip. It looks like a Tyranid warrior.
No.
Like,
I've seen a couple of people think that it's a Lictor based on the head.
well, it's definitely not going to be Space Hulk then.
Yeah.
I would argue that Boarding Actions is your Space Hulk.
Boarding Actions is Space Hulk.
Like,
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Don't get me wrong, Space Hulk's great fun. Like, you can absolutely play Space Hulk. Will they do a re-release of it? I mean, Games Workshop likes money. They'll probably re-release it at some point.
It's gone well from before.
Every time they've re-released Space Hulk in some capacity, it sells out in minutes.
I don't
And then
think it's gonna
everyone
be Space Hulk.
complains that they've re-released it and they've not been able to get it. Yeah. And then it will come out again, and then and it's the cycle of FOMO constantly.
Well, we'll move on to a lovely joke then from Jan Morton Strand.
Oh,
hello.
great.
Why do seagulls fly over the ocean?
I don't know. Why do they fly over the ocean, Jan Morton Strand?
Because if they flew over the bay, we'd call them bagels.
Yeah.
Hashtag justice for chef, hashtag refunds each.
Hashtag bagels.
Hashtag bagels. Elvis One Iceman, Katie, Black Templars coming soon, question mark. I am trying.
Now that's a joke!
So I am in the process of getting 500 points painted up just so I can at least play a Boarding Actions game. I'm 2 units off of that, but I don't have much hobby time at the moment, so I'm just trying to squeeze it in any time that I can.
Stop climbing then.
But I like climbing. It's good for my physical health.
It's
I
true.
want to be
Your
strong.
physical health is
I want to be a Tonkosaurus Rex.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Danny Smith, you guys should do a Wrath and Glory RPG game.
Danny boy.
That would be fun.
That
what
would be
name?
fun.
Wrath and Glory, 40k D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be
Maybe
fun.
one day.
Yeah.
Martin Champion, the Green Knight. Oh, I regret selling my one and all my Bretonians. Also, I want dwarves and I want artillery back. Good luck with the new studio.
Yeah.
I do not want Dwarf Artillery back. I have had many bad experiences with Dwarf Artillery gun lines sitting on a hill in the corner of their deployment zone. It's really boring to play against.
I think I've got some Bretonians left in my mum's loft.
You should look in the boot of your mum's car.
I think I've got some. This was when I was like pre-teen, I think. So these are very old. I definitely have a Morgana Le Fay somewhere. I don't think I ever got a Green Knight, unfortunately. But yeah, you should hold on to them. I looked on eBay the other day. Woo, man! Some box Bretonians. They're highly sought after.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Daniel Williamson, any of you guys going to Warhammer Fest in April? We have already answered this. I will be there for the full duration of Warhammer Fest, and Fletcher is going to be at Golden Demon. So if you do see... I'm not going to speak for Fletcher here because he's not here and I won't speak to him. But if you see me, feel free to come up and say hi, and you will surrender yourself to a boop because that is the payment of saying hi to me.
You're only allowed to go and say hello to Fletcher if you specifically say, "Fletcher, get back to painting!"
Or he will also...
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
He will, however, respond to Wolf.
Yeah, just go to Fletcher and go, "Wolf, Wolf."
And he will respond.
That's all he's been doing. Like, he's just painting, just...
He'll be happy to
If
say hello.
anyone
Yeah.
does see him at Warhammer Fest, please just do not say anything else. Just Wolf and just confuse him. Because he won't be watching this stream. And he'll be freaking out.
No, he
is.
probably is watching it. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm going to go as far as
Hi,
saying...
Fletcher, if you're
Hi,
here.
Fletcher.
Fletcher, get back to painting.
Neil Adams, any hype for the Resident Evil 4 remake next week?
Hell yeah, that looks really good. To be fair, I didn't actually play the original one, so I don't know. No, I've played other Resident Evils, but it does look very, very fun, and I do like that it seems to be like they've kept the very cheesy old video game dialogue, which excites me. And also, I saw that they left in the old minecart adventure part, which no one was expecting. But it does look very fun.
You're buying. What are you selling?
What else is coming out? What else is being remade?
Everything at the moment.
Dead Space was
There's
recently
no
remade, and that
originality
was
anymore.
really good.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 will be out in winter.
Chaos Lord Pug, thank you for the first ever super chat and thank you for the chat. Just want to say thank you for all your hard work. So thank you for
Thank
thanking
you
us.
for the super chat and your support.
Maybe you could be
Can't
my.
do it without you.
You could be my sidekick.
Chaos Lord Pug.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
that's
my
cute.
familiar.
Battle steed.
Yes. Yes.
Alex has said,
Thank you, sorry.
Oh, yes, thank you. Best of luck with the new studio team. Also, Jinx, are you looking forward to the new Gaunt and Gene Stealer sculpts? Gonna miss the derpy little fellows. We
What
don't know what's
sculpts?
coming, but I'm always hyped for anything that could be a new Tyranid.
I mean, they're
because
due for an update.
they
Yeah,
are
goodness,
really
aren't they?
due
They're
for
old.
very, very, very old.
at me, I'm a god.
Ooh. I mean, anything with
Oh,
a slot
alright,
base
oh.
needs replacing.
How do you feel about this, Jinx? Because me and Laurie agree, I do not like the idea of the extraterrestrial aliens beyond, led by an intelligence beyond human comprehension. Lol, here's a gun.
Yeah, just ditch the guns.
So
What if they had like pipes?
I would prefer them definitely if their weaponry was more bioorganic and looked less like a gun. I can kind of see why they've done it, and they could argue that, well, they've been consuming humans that have guns and therefore bioadapting.
But they came from beyond the
I
stars.
know, but
That's
they've
nonsense.
probably eaten something with a gun up until now. The universe is vast and full of secrets.
Well, either that or it's a very subtle hint from the hive mind of saying because the whole point of Tyranids is that they bioadapt and evolve to be the perfect organism. There's nothing more perfect than a gun, apparently, which is quite depressing.
That is quite depressing. Or nothing more nothing more perfect than a human because they are emulating the humans they're consuming by having guns.
Oh, that's
Have you
nice.
met humans?
No.
You make a very good point.
Yeah.
Moving on to Marty Mabe. I want a night-sized Tyranid, something like the old school Dominatrix.
That'd be too big. The old school what?
Yeah, Dominatrix. Yeah, that's what it used to be called. It's from again, that's from Epic. Yeah.
Oh!
I mean, we kind of have knights. Like, we have... The Demon's not that far off a knight size.
Yeah, the Demon's night size. The Demon's bigger
Demon's
than a
knight
knight.
size.
Yeah,
The
big.
Hierodule, which is hilarious because...
It used to be a super heavy.
Isn't the rule of it now because it physically can't fit in a deployment zone that it just can't
move,
do anything?
It can't
turn
move
one?
turn one, yeah.
I don't think something as big as a knight would make sense.
Well, that's the Hierophant. The Hierophant.
It'd be
That's
cool
the
to have
one.
some more big... So I'm looking at our Tyranids. Some more big bugs, but not as big as a knight, I don't think. I think that'd be a bit too
I mean,
much.
Demon Karen is as big as a knight.
Doesn't
So we
feel
do have
swarmy
knight-side
enough.
Tyranids.
You know? I think if I was a hive mind, I want to have lots of little things. They're more difficult to kill.
Maybe.
That's true. We're almost caught up. So we have Henrik Falkenberg again. He's the one that predicted Wave 2 of the leagues.
Falcon Punch.
So I get epic bragging rights if Wave 2 of Votan comes at Adepticon. Same timeline that they did with the Sisters, and they will be out at the end of the year, is his prediction.
Well, maybe.
How much you want to bet?
Maybe.
Chef, we are not betting money with our subscribers. That would be irresponsible. Zet04, I want some Chaos Dwarf. Even one celebratory model would satisfy me. The new Total War DLC trailer made me really want them.
Yeah,
Chaos Dwarves
Dwarves
are
were cool.
awesome.
They were really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the war machines were so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Land trains?
Oh, give me a land train,
yeah.
please.
Great.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm
Chaos
keen.
Dwarves
I'm
were
down.
cool.
I'm out for it.
And then we have one more and we're caught up from Blake White. Head Chef GSC. Are GSC going to see new models?
I can't see it
They've
happening.
got a big range.
They do. The problem with Gene Stealer cults is what more stuff do you give them? They're just dudes.
Yeah.
Like, and I suppose you could argue like, well, you're adding in and converting stuff from the guard range, but it's like, what do we give them? They're not going to have like a Titan. They're not going to have like a giant monster type thing.
They could have like a tank, maybe.
Like their
a
own-
big shooty tank.
Yeah, maybe, but then that's just steal it from the guard, I guess is the argument. Like,
Yeah. I really like the range. They're very unique. They don't really fit
I think maybe
the mold of any other army. do they?
maybe like like a 3-man unit and like something like the from like Necromunda, like a massive mining suit.
Yeah.
Like a big, like, Bioshock style, the Big Daddy thing with the drill and like the massive fishbowl helmet.
Yeah.
And like a big mining suit.
Yeah.
Like, so larger than the Aberrants, almost Centurion sized.
Yeah.
Something like that would be really cool. But
Yeah.
I can't see it happening because it doesn't really, it kind of does fit with the theme, but then it really locks them into that. So I'm not sure. Like, and I don't want another character for them. They've already got about 27.
No flyers, please.
Yeah, flyers don't make sense because they're supposed to be underground.
Yeah.
Where are you getting flyers?
Did we do all of the questions?
We've got a couple more coming.
Oh my goodness.
Yes!
We've got 5-10 minutes left.
All right.
If you have any questions, please
Get
leave
them
super
in
chat.
now, and this is a last call. This is your last call for
Ding,
questions.
ding, ding, ding.
Pink Gorilla. Oi, it makes sense Fletcher is in Bath because his work is clean.
Nice.
Primaris Logan? Primaris Thundercav, please?
Primaris what?
Logan Grimnar. I can't see them doing a Primaris Logan anytime soon.
I can see them doing a Primaris Bjorn.
So
Just make him a Redemptor.
It's just a Redemptor Bjorn.
Redemptor
Well,
Bjorn.
the whole point is that I don't think they will. And the reason for that, like from a fluff perspective, is because the whole point of the sarcophagus is you can put them into whatever frame of Dreadnought.
Yeah.
But the Redemptor turns them a little bit cuckoo. It burns them out. They don't want to burn Bjorn out because one, he's not allowed the sweet release of death.
Let
And
him
two,
die.
he's too knowledgeable. Like his wisdom is too great for them to risk making him go mental.
Right, because he would then have to go through the Rubicon Primaris. If he doesn't die, it's clearly not that dangerous.
It's not dangerous.
Poor old fella.
Sanguinus should have died. Sanguinus? I think Dante should have died.
Oh, that'd be sad.
I think Dante should have died.
Someone, please kill someone. Please kill someone.
Kill Logan Grimnar.
Kill someone that's important
Yeah.
to show that it is kind of dangerous.
Yeah, kill
because
Logan Grimnar.
it certainly doesn't feel like it.
Yeah. Or kill, and then there you go, kill Logan Grimnar. You can have Ragnar as your chapter master because everyone bangs on about Ragnar being the best.
Yeah.
Or kill, what's his name?
Ragnar's
Cato Sicarius or something.
Yeah. Or Kronos from from the Ultramarines.
Kill
someone,
please. Kill someone.
Let someone die. The end.
We did have a super chat from Jan Morton Strand who thought I hadn't read his last message about the seagulls, but I did. And we all thought it was very
Bagels.
funny.
Yeah, bagels.
Yes, bagels.
Bagel pun.
Alexis the Rose Queen, praise the new studio and all chaos, iron within, iron without.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. Henrik Falkenberg is back. This is Leagues of Votan Guy Chef. So you're aware. Katie, thanks for saving the Rubbies spelling. Chef, I buy a hat when you open for visits, then Loser eats it.
Okay.
Or buy a beer.
Both of those are fine by me.
Okay. We're apparently making bets with subscribers now. Do not do this, Chef.
Look, it's
Irresponsible.
It's a simple thing. He's going to be attending events, and we're probably going to be chatting and enjoy, and everyone's going to have a good time anyway. If there happens to be a hat-eating contest involved, then we'll be eating a hat. Someone's going to eat a hat.
Would it be a hat made of chocolate?
I didn't specify the materials of said hat.
Mm-hmm. Genghis Carnage, top reveal at Adepticon, the new studio.
Name. I think Genghis Carnage has been on before.
Yeah.
Such a good name.
Top reveal at Adepticon will be the new studio. It's nice that
Nice.
you think so highly
Oh,
at
that's
us.
good.
That's very kind.
That's not being revealed at Adepticon.
No.
That's a spoiler for you. What is being
It's epic.
epic?
Blake White, dreadnought-sized power loader from AVP for GSE.
Yeah,
what?
like in Alien 2. Have you seen Alien 2?
Oh, yeah. That
You know where she's in the power loader, the yellow thing.
that's where the Invicta warsuits would make more sense in something like Votan.
Yeah.
That would be a much better idea than in a space.
But
marine.
theirs would be floating and have
or on stilts.
or on stilts and have forearms because they're better.
Yeah. Forearms.
Yeah.
Or four
Not
forearms.
forearms. No, they'd have forearms,
Forearms.
but not forearms.
Lots of guns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, that's a Space Marine thing. They need more guns than make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Razexfon has very kindly let us know GW couldn't wait, lol. They just announced the next Necromunda campaign book on Warhammer Community.
Oh, there you go then.
Damn, boy.
There you go.
What is
models?
it?
What is it?
What is it?
Let's have a look. We're looking at it live.
This is funny. Cinderak City.
Cinderact City.
Very close to Cinderock. They've stolen your idea, Beard.
Well, your idea.
Oh, right, yeah.
They stole your idea. They've definitely. Okay, so right.
Get
This is-
prepared.
right.
Strap yourselves in.
This
We're
is
going on
how
a chef run.
businesses work, right?
You can spell epic from Cinderact.
Potentially.
Depending on how
This is how businesses work, right?
More
And
spoilers.
and logistics.
Jesus.
it doesn't just happen overnight. Like, things take several months, if not years, to prepare.
What are you talking about?
Just like business stuff in general, because I've seen like a few things, like the whole, oh, they stole your idea, or the other one that I saw was this almost goes back to what we were talking about with reveals and like why don't they just like make, why didn't they make Red Butchers in the meantime? They knew that everyone wanted Red Butchers after Angron leaked and we didn't see Red Butchers. You go like, what, you think it takes 3 months? No. And same with like when there's issues in codexes, they probably went to print 4 months, 5 months, 6 months before they were even released. So it's like mistakes that happen and things like processes take a long time. But on the other side of it, they definitely stole the name from Cinder Arc.
Yeah,
Definitely,
or
100%.
Sister Act. Part 2.
Specifically part 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously not part 1. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't seen the Cinder Arc campaign. It's available now on partially on preview and entirely on demand. So you should watch that.
Go check out On Demand if you want to see the
Vaults of
entirety
Temenos.
of the Cinder Arc.
Models.
Also, go check out On Demand if you want to see the entirety of Season 2 of The League, which is currently happening. Because
Yeah, baby.
every single episode is going to be out
the
on
whole thing. Oh, is he new?
He looks.
No, I don't
No,
think these
he's
guys are
not
new.
new.
No, we're just looking to see if there's any cool Necromunda stuff. but
Yeah, are there anything about Epic in there?
Not yet. That'll be coming on Thursday.
there. And we're all caught up with the chat, and it's quarter to 6 here.
Splendid. Well, that has all gone to plan, hasn't it?
We did it. It
Fabulous.
totally meant it to go this way.
Yes. Thank you to everyone that's been here today. Thank you to everyone that is a regular viewer of our live streams. We do enjoy doing these quite a lot. And thank you as we now go into our new studio. So next time we do a live stream, we'll probably be in the new studio, which is very exciting.
Yeah, yes.
Probably.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I know that there's plans to do like updates and stuff from the new studio as things are being fitted and as they're being done. But I don't know whether Lawrence is going to do that as like a live vlog or if we're going to sort of do a bunch of stuff and then upload it as like one big compilation. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in terms of us doing live streams right here, this is the last time
Say
on the live stream you'll see this.
Goodbye.
Because we're getting a cool new sign.
Oh, you guys aren't ready for it.
And
I'm not prepared.
yes, we're all very excited about
Is
it.
there more super chats?
We do
before
have
go?
one final super chat, which will be the last one we'll be taking.
Go on then.
Mario
Unless you send it in
Raymond-
right now. Right now.
Right now. And you guys will appreciate this because we were actually discussing this the other day. Before they kill anyone, they should remove Captain Tycho from the Blood Angel supplement. You know, the guy that's been dead since 5th.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
They even went as far as making him Death Company.
Well, so in the fluff, he becomes Death Company, and then James was pointing out that he actually has a memorial on Baal.
Yeah.
And obviously Baal has been devastated by the Tyranids, so even his memorial is dead.
Yeah.
He's as dead can be.
It's actually a museum, and there's a gift shop named after him.
Yeah.
Called
Tycho's gift shop.
Tycho's Gift Shop.
Nom.
You can get souvenir hats.
It has to be
Souvenir death
snackies.
masks.
Souvenir death masks, exactly. And yes. And combi melters.
Some snackies?
And snacks.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Baal snacks. Thank you for being here. Thank you if you're an on-demand member. Thank you if you pledged to the lodge, because that is how we got our new studio. And we're very excited to show it off, very excited to record new stuff there, very excited to invite you all in at some point in the future, date to be determined.
Physically or virtually.
Yes. And we're just all very excited about it, aren't we?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Why are you raising your hand?
Justin Fowler said last super chat.
Okay.
Okay.
And I put, everyone just put noms in the chat right now. I'm really happy about seeing all the noms. Everyone continue the noms and we're going to play out to noms.
Wait, I'm confused. So Justin put in a super chat just saying last super chat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And now everyone's nomming in the chat, which is fantastic.
Flex like
Well,
that.
that's history. You're the last one.
The last super chat
this studio.
In this studio.
Yeah. History's been made. We'll be sending you your souvenir hat or a mask in the post.
It may or may not get lost.
Exactly, in the warp. Anyway, we'll be off. This has been Castlord Beard, Mr. Chef, and Jinx on the ones and twos.
Nom nom nom.
And we'll see you all very soon.
Bye.